Now, I'd like to introduce our very own changemaker, the new CEO of CNPE and Coffey. They love you. They love you.
I can't see anybody. Oh. Keep it up, keep it up. This is my Sadiqa moment. Okay. I wish. Anyway, thank you, Eric. Greetings, everyone, from the CNPE board and staff. Thank you for being here today. And congratulations to all the 2019 award winners. And I must start off by saying hats off to our conference co-chairs and board members, Teresa Reno-Weber and Jill Horn, who put together, they're awesome. They put together a great conference committee, and with the partnership of our marketing committee led by Mark Carroll, another board member, we have a sold-out conference. So that is awesome. I also want to thank our conference volunteers who have been here since very early this morning, taking care of us, and they're still taking care of us. And yes, thank you. You got to thank everybody. And we want to thank our volunteer faculty and our consulting team who work with us and many of you throughout the year. We couldn't do the work we do without them. And of course, none of this would happen without the orchestration and leadership of the CNPE staff. And I do want to take a moment and publicly thank each one of them because we're so big, you see. Don't worry, Dan Pilata, we're going to get there. Darlene Whitney, Sarah Stalker, Ed Cordes, and Merv Antonio, thank you for believing in the mission. Right? Thank you for believing in the mission and sticking with us as we've moved through this transition. You've done a great job. And we also have an amazing board of directors. And I have to give a shout out to our board chair, Tess McNair, who's been with me every step of the way, and our staff every step of the way. But I would like to take a moment and ask each one of our board members to please stand so we can recognize you at this time. Aren't they awesome? And this is the truth. Every single board member has stepped up in their own way to provide leadership, share ideas, and share resources and inspiration. And I thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. You've been great to work with. Our speakers this morning were fantastic, and I want to give a big shout out to those that are still with us and for sharing your wisdom. I heard the sessions were great. And it's not over yet. This afternoon, Matthew Barzin and Dr. Daniela Louie are going to take us on another journey and demonstrate even more ways that we can think and work differently. So it's a don't miss. You know, in the various missions that are represented here today, you all have one thing in common. You are doing things that are vitally needed in our community. In healthcare, in education, in public safety, in children, families, the arts, the parks, animal welfare, you name it. In every part of our community, you deliver essential, high-value services with massive social impact. Take that in for a second. I mean, this is the work that you do. I really want us to hold this space for a second. You deliver high-value services with massive social and economic impact. The work you do is about caring for people, and you make a difference every single day. That deserves a standing ovation. Will you please join me and stand and give yourself a standing ovation for the work that you do? Thank you. Look around. It's happening. Thank you. Today is about helping us rethink and remind us we have to work with change differently. Every organization in this room is being asked to do more, and we all know the problems are getting bigger and resources aren't keeping up. We know if we're going to solve big problems in our community, we're going to have to do it together. And many of you are already doing that. We have to find the resources to build our capacity to expand collaboration across this community. And it takes energy and skill and time, and we have to find it. And when I say, I mean all of us, I mean all of us. When I say we, I mean the nonprofits, I mean foundations, donors, the public sector, businesses, all of us. We must come together and solve this together. Thinking differently also means measuring what is most important. Our keynote speaker this morning, Dan Pallotta, suggested we need to shift our focus from measuring overhead expenses to impact, and that we should invest in the tools that make the for-profit sector successful. We have to invest to succeed. We must have conversations with the larger community, the people that are outside this room that we're all trying to figure out to connect with, about the real cost of impact and create an understanding of what it's really going to take to succeed. Working differently, though, is only part of it. How we talk about our work and the stories we tell and how we engage each other is also important. So to start, we must communicate the value in what we do. So I'm going to suggest that we stop calling ourselves the nonprofit or non-anything sector. Yes! Because we are for people, for the economy, for the environment, for opportunity, for all families thriving. Our community can't flourish without us. We are positive influencers for good. And the term nonprofit as a name for all the good we do just doesn't cut it. So, I suggest that starting today, we embrace the idea of calling ourselves the social impact sector. Can we do that? Yes. Language is really powerful, and words do create worlds, and it's important that right out of the bat, we communicate our value. And we need to do more than change the way we talk about it. We need to change how we do it. We need to tap into our pioneering spirit and look for what is working, because there's a lot of things working, and expand it. We must get better at taking people with us as we go, because the world is going far too fast for people to catch up with us down the road. So there are many good things going on in our community. These conversations are already taking place, and this work has already begun. CNPE will play a role in helping expand these ideas and skills to make these endeavors even more successful. With innovation and creativity and collaboration, we can take the wheel and steer our own course in creating a new world. CNPE has done great work for the past 20 years, providing training, education, and consulting for our sector. And our members have said they need for us to expand our role and purpose, and that is exactly what we're setting out to do. From here on out, CNPE will be your champion of change. We will work with you, our more than 500 members and stakeholders, to become a strong public advocate for the issues that many of our member organizations cannot afford to speak boldly enough on their own. And CNPE will expand its ability to serve as an organizing body who thinks 24/7 about the social impact sector as a whole. We will raise and amplify important topics that impact all of us and bring voices like Dan Pallotta to our city. We will coordinate and partner with existing resources to leverage our hometown talent. Partnerships will be key in this effort. We need to learn about what is working in our community, and we need to learn from other communities. These issues and creative ideas are not limited by geographic boundaries. So this is a super exciting time, and the CNPE board and staff are ready for the challenge of taking a bigger and more expanded role in championing our social impact sector. So we look forward to working in the coming months as we begin to craft our new strategic plan, and we hope that you answer the call when we invite you into that process as we develop CNPE's new roadmap for the future. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for listening. I'm super excited to meet those of you that I've not met and to get to work with all of you that I know so well. Thank you.